The two I's that we're keeping an eye on for 2023 are interest rates and inventory. These are the two driving factors that will determine the pace of the market. I say this because the only reason why the last half of 2022 cooled off a bit was because interest rates went up dramatically. Last spring, the national average for a 30-year mortgage was 3.76%, and then just 8 months later, rates jumped to their peak of 7.08% last November. Buyers paused, rightly so, because they were either priced out of the market or they decided to wait, hoping interest rates will go down. If interest rates didn't spike, all of 2022 would have been an all gas, no brakes kind of a year. But because of the higher interest rates, the competition eased for buyers and inventory levels creeped up. Speaking of inventory levels rose to about 2 months of supply for the last half of 2022 compared to 0.78 months supply for the first half of the year. Considering a balanced market is 4 to 6 months of supply, the market remains in a seller's market. Buyers, sellers, agents, the media all felt this change in pace and were quick to say the market crashed and switched to a buyer's market because buyers found that they were not caught up in a bidding war. They could actually have a home inspection and not be compelled to waive it, and some found they could even negotiate the sales price in other terms. Sellers were confused and wondered where were their 50 offers. The only thing that changed was the interest rate, and that affected the pace of the market because there are still a lot of buyers looking to make a move. To be clear, we are not in a buyer's market.
Well, it is a buyer's market right now.
No.
It's a buyer's market.
No.
Think about it. It's a buyer's market.
No.
Buyer's market out there.
No. From the peak, buyers are back and the 2023 market is heating up. Hi, I'm Francine Viola, Realtor in Olympia, Washington, and my goals with these videos is to talk specifically about the Thurston County real estate market and to hopefully give you as a buyer or a seller the facts so you can make the best decisions for you. Essentially, I want my clients to be smart and not be this guy who texted me, "I'll give you $300,000 for the house." Now, if I had a listing for $310,000 or maybe $320,000, maybe. But this was for a listing I had for $545,000. There is not a market where a $300,000 offer for a home listed for $545,000 would ever be accepted. I should add another I to this video, and that is inflation, but that is moderating, which is why we are seeing a decline in interest rates. The other game changer to the market will be if the job market goes off the rails. But for now, if everything remains steady, lower interest rates will be the key to heating up the market again. Buyers, here's your playbook for buying a home in early 2023. If you are getting a mortgage, use a local lender. I feel like I'm a broken record on this topic, but just to say it again, the financing of your home is complicated and is the most important aspect of your home buying process. Buyers get fixated on the rate and the cost of the loan, and yes, that is very important, but you may not even have a chance to get the home of your dreams if you are using a lender that either has a very bad reputation among the local real estate community or if it is an out-of-state lender. I am working with a buyer currently who is submitting an offer on a home that has been on the market for months. It's been on the market for a long time and there's no competition. But we are having a hard time coming to agreement because of the buyer's lender's choice. The seller would like my buyers to get approved with a trusted local lender just to make sure they are approved because they don't know this other lender. What buyers forget is that their lending choice also really affects the seller because the seller is taking their home off the market waiting for you. All buyers want to make sure your lender has done their job and has fully approved you, so there are no surprises. A local lender not only has the knowledge of the area, the local agents, the local practices, how to work with the escrow companies, but is a lender that can get your offer accepted and get you successfully closed. A local lender has more skin in the game because they know their business will suffer if they don't perform because the local agents will stop referring clients to them. It's to your benefit to use a local lender. Contact me for my go-to lenders. Understand the market. Please don't be that guy asking the seller if they will take 45% off the list price. That expectation is not based on reality. For some listings, you may have an opportunity to negotiate a lower price with the seller, maybe 2 to 3% off the price, but it depends on the circumstances. For other listings, you may be in a bidding war paying over the asking price. So far this month, 38% of our transactions have had multiple offers. And this is January. I predict the competition will increase as we go through the year. Be prepared to pay for your own closing costs. Again, for some homes, you may be able to negotiate the seller paying your closing costs. Sellers are already paying about 8% in closing costs, while your costs are about 2 to 3%. So again, understand the expectation that a seller may not want to cover your closing costs too. Be able to make decisions quickly. The market's pace is picking up. You may not have a day to think on it. Some properties will go fast and the seller may accept the first offer they receive. For sellers, your tips for the new year are: price accordingly for the current market, not what the market was or what you would like it to be. Pricing is difficult, but the market will let you know if you are not priced right. Buyers will ignore overpriced properties. Most sellers have achieved record equity. In fact, over 98% of our sellers have positive equity, and the equity gains achieved in 2021 are still here for sellers. Although the 20% annual gains we were seeing earlier are gone, home prices are still up a healthy 9.2% to a median sales price of $500,000. Our history has annual gains around 5 to 6%, so we are still above average. Clean, pre-pack, and do repairs. Buyers will be picky. It will be in your long-term interest to clean your home, pre-pack the clutter, and take care of repairs and deferred maintenance. You will achieve a faster sale at a higher price and will attract more buyers. Plus, with the repairs taken care of, you can feel confident that a buyer's home inspection will go smoothly and will result in closing successfully instead of the buyer terminating. You may not get 50 offers on your home, and that's okay. You just need one qualified buyer. Quality in this case will be much more important than quantity. Finally, real estate has proven to be a worthwhile purchase. Since 1986, there have been only 5 years where gains achieved were below 0%. The other 32 years have produced gains for sellers. If real estate is in your future, contact me today. I'm here to work with you whether you are a buyer or a seller in Thurston County. Next week, I'll have more stats to see how January is kicking off the new year. I'll see you then.